Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Length Cup Challenge. This evening we're excited to be bringing you tonight's action, the Blackjack 400 from iRacing's virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Jonathan Delaney, the last of the field runners here tonight, will start in 43rd, and we have an issue. Reiner, making his first start of the race, crashed on the pace lap with a screen freeze. Your race info on screen, but the 25 will start down pit road because he's demolished the left front fender.
Somebody just lost their car?
You okay, Bryce?
No, I'm going to have to go down pit road. I got a screen freeze for about 10 seconds.
Coming out of turn number 4, it's time to get ready to go. These cars are lined up. Pace car is going to go ahead and dive down into the pit lane. Reach down, pull them belts tight one more time. Here we go, through that restart zone. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Went their way out of 3 and 4 as they go. Right now, Conklin holding on in front. Yeah, for whatever reason, that car just doesn't have the fire off it needs whatsoever. Right now, Anderson starting about a tenth or two off the mark compared to everybody else pushing. Here in back straightaway
on the back straightaway. The 30 car, William Owens, slow on the back straightaway, 3 wide. They're making contact. Jonathan Delaney involved as well. They keep it green, keep it straight, but they were wrecking on the back straightaway.
Damaged steering column for the 30 car. He was saying on the radio some issues there. And hate to say that you called it from before our discussions, but it just came up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that contact with Delaney, we need to get another angle of that if you want to see 100% there. That angle is kind of hard to tell. Here we go. Let's take a look at it from high above. 6 car Delaney's on the top. And he just got squeezed. Yeah, it's not the 30's fault in any way, shape, or form there. The 6 car making a move to the top lane. And the 11 car, Paul Gallimore, did not know that they were 3 wide. So that's where that incident happened. But up front, the battle for the lead starting to heat up.
Yeah, pressure is on. Galata, we know, has actually missed a couple races that he's attempted to qualify so far this season. We know when he makes the races, Kirk, he's a race-winning car. It's just been a bit of a challenge for a couple of the events he's trying to qualify in for. He's looking for the lead.
Goes down to the little apron. He makes a little bit of contact through that first part. Goes into the corner. Galata, we know he's fast on the 1.5 miles. He's fast in a lot of places he goes. But right now, trying to make the bottom work, does not do it this time. Still using that side draft tactic right on that quarter panel to slow the outside car down. And into turns 3 and 4, they're still side by side.
Galata still trying to find a way to get the edge on this fight so far. Can he find a way to clear? No. In fact, nearly gets contact with Conklin. Conklin able to cover it off, and this ends up slowing him down right about the same pace as everyone else. Galata looking to try and build the run up again. Watch for a send another time. Right now, Galata making it clear that he wants to find a way to charge and make this attempt as quick as possible. There he goes to the door. Galata got the jump to the outside. One of the 3 wides, that time nearly slid up in the 84. Very important to have communications right. And that communication, if you're in the camp for SLOW, is you're flying, Robert. He is right on the bumper of Galata just about.
Yeah, he's right there. He's going to have a shot here, I think, to be able to make that pass. But, again, the number 1 priority I think that these guys have is going to be just make it to the end of stage 1, get as many stage points as you can, see what the long run feels like in the car, and start feeling for adjustments you can make during that time.
Be interesting, especially if they do push a little bit. I think right now some of those drivers are a little bit more on the save mode.
Whoa,
than they are.
Vroman, 95 car. Yeah, he's just made a move 3 wide in the middle on Duggar and on the 97 of Hoytsma.
Oh, and he's nearly slamming into Hoytsma. Hoytsma slamming up a little bit into him. They lean on each other.
That's
now,
opening the door. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, not traffic. There's a Vila on the fresh tires trying to come through too.
Yeah, man, what is going on between these two? They just can't seem to get away from each other's door. 97, look out. Oh, inches. But nah, he's going to make it clear. And 97 now is under fire from the car right there behind Derek Heitman in the 76. This is all back for 15th, but up front, the lead is starting to heat up again. Take a look. Robert Miller now in second, but Gossett's caught them, and now it's a 3-car battle for the lead.
Tommy Gossett for a couple laps was about a 10th or 2 quicker. He's now 3 tenths quicker than the leader. Scraped to the wall for Galata. The one-time FLCC winner in Galata stays up top. Miller looking to try and get the edge. Galata looking loose for near wall contact. Nowhere to go yet for Gossett. Side by side. Do they take it 3 wide? No, Gossett will follow the line that gets the momentum in the high groove.
Yeah, remember, guys, this is a long race. They're racing pretty dang hard for this lead right now, and that just means more entertainment for us. Look at that slide job. Robert Miller slides up in front of the 99. He gets a pick 3 wide for the lead. Into the wall goes Robert Miller, and here comes Basin. Conklin, I should say, down to the inside, trying to make a move for third as they're still side by side for the lead.
Small scrape for Miller at best there, while Gossett slides up, nearly spins it. Here comes Galata. He gets the crossover back. One of the best battles of the early portions of a race this season. And the 99 gets the edge again, but he is dangerously loose every time they go up to the apex. Entry apex is a trouble spot. Conklin zips by with Miller now. Gossett in the wall. Here comes the run now from Hodgson.
Man, yeah, this is stage 1, and we're getting racing like it's the last lap of the race. It's awesome. Look at the 15 recovering. Man, I thought the 15 was out of it. He hit the wall pretty hard, went from 1st to 4th in 1 corner. Now he's sitting in 3rd, trying to catch up to the back bumper of last week's winner, Conklin, trying to catch up to Galata, and I think he's going to get there, too. This side-by-side battle, anytime they're side-by-side, they're 3 wide for the lead off turn 2 again.
Nearly squished up with Conklin. He clears Miller. Can he clear by Galata? Yes, he can. Now needs to finish the job. The issue is off the corner. The bumps have been slippery and slidey. This time, a little bit of a slow up out of the corner. Here comes Galata. Both of them on the apron squeezing. A squish back from Conklin as he tries to side draft the 99. Now, they try and work it out with Galata having to deal with the bottom for the first time in a while. Conklin gets the edge, but is pulled back again.
Oh, man, this is cool racing right here. This is best of what we're looking at right now. This is awesome. That 58 car taking the top lane right up against the wall, ripping the wall. And he's going to go off the corner, and he's going to have the run. He's going to get away. But here comes Robert Miller to the outside of Galata. Just a lap before, I want to make sure we mention this. Heitman went through the grass for a short minute. Did not lose any ground, really. But he made contact with Hoytsma and got a little loose in the middle of the tri-oval, went through the grass. That was back in the back of the field, but for this lead, they're racing as hard for the positions back there as they are for the lead up here. And look at the new member coming into the battle. Nolan Hodgson in the 12. He's going to come up here and try to have some fun too.
There he goes. Hodgson slips to the side-by-side. Pull back for Galata. Galata looking like his tires are starting to fade at a very bad time here. The more they get swarming, the more this is trouble. Vila lap car zips by. Galata, I think he's too loose. Absolutely just keeps on snapping loose. He is dropping like a stone. You know, everyone's starting to come down and think about it. Do you like the idea of splitting it up the middle?
Yeah, absolutely. This is exactly it. You got to pit once anyway. If you split it right down the middle, your tires are going to be equal on both sides. If we stay green, it is a benefit to you. But if you hold off waiting for a caution and you get a caution, then in that case, you know, the correct call is to stay out. It's a gamble. You're taking a gamble coming down early. But you're going to gain a little bit of time as you go, and you're just hoping that these guys don't stay out. Those folks that come down pit road right now are hoping that these guys stay out a little longer. As Patrick Gitter making a move on Basin to the inside.
No speeding penalties yet, by the way, out of the drivers of the field. There goes the move by Gitter. Relatively quiet start to the race, but it's up 11 now from 21. Galata just called for the pit. Looks like Conklin's coming in for the race lead also, so Miller will take over the point for now. Conklin a little bit close to the commitment box there.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those that just know how to get on pit road, unless, of course, he sped. I think no black flags were good. Yeah, it looks like he's just one of those guys that knows what he's doing. He's able to get on pit road quick, and he knows what the limit is.
Been a quiet day, as we talked about for Gitter, but so far we know Gitter's got pace. He's got in 2 top 10s. Thing is, Gitter's only made 2 starts. That's why he's down on the points as we look back at the leaders.
Absolutely, and it's so much easier nowadays to miss races, but there will be, I think, something talked about in terms of drop weeks at the end of the year. We'll look into that to see if that's 100% true or not, but I remember hearing something about that. Gitter got blocked into the wall by Gossett, it looks like. Tell me about that, Justin.
Front straight away. 21 got the run. 8 blocked last time by the flag stand. This time he slams the door in his face. Let's take a look. This is what sparked some tensions here. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I mean, Gossett didn't want to lose the spot.
Do you remember I said Gossett was aggressive a little bit ago?
Yes.
That might reinforce my statement. He is willing to try and do anything and everything to maintain position. It does not matter who you are. He will do everything in his power to maintain, as it looks like Napier comes down and the cycle will have finished.
And Gitter shows his disappreciation by slamming the door directly into his face, saying, "Thank you very much, I'm going to run away." Gitter, by the way, 3 lap pressure tires in that fight.
We're on board right now with Conklin as he's trying to make that outside line work, and you can see Wesley Napier, the car who waited the longest on the inside, trying to get his lap back. It's imperative that
Caution.
Wesley get hit.
We have
Caution
an
is
issue.
out. He's not going to get it. Oh, and it is Zodiac sitting, doing burnouts in the middle of the front straightaway. What's going on here, Zodiac?
He was in the grass, but he did slide a good bit. 35th spot is where he is now, and he slid onto the surface. That brought out the caution as he went around.
Strictly an observation, that 37 car has been in an incident in every race he's started in this year. Take none if you don't. Some folks are out here just trying to get wins. Some folks know they're not going to be able to make every single race and go for a championship. So you're going to see split strategies. Some folks might come down, take 4, like Gossett. Gossett stayed out. So I don't think that's something that you would expect otherwise. So some cars will stay out, some won't, but more and more cars will make that split decision.
A little bit iffy on the stay out, how it's going to play out strategy. You're talking your 30 lap hole tires, by the way, for them.
Conklin, Dyson, Galata, these guys all stayed out.
Conklin over at his pit stall was about to say on his service. Zodiac rolled through pit road. Majority of those who just pit elected to take some 4 tires and fresh fuel goods on their service. The first out of the pit lane, Robert Miller, but he'll be starting 18th at least on this restart. That's a lot of cars you have to pass in what's going to be probably 8 laps. We're about to find out who gets stage points here coming up to start lap 73. Pace car drops off. Gossett in control. Green flag is out. We're underway. There's the launch, and no one else kept up.
Yeah, very early in the box. Very early in the box. Now, that might be to his detriment. It might be to his benefit, as they're going to be almost 3 wide behind him. They settle it out as they head through turns 1 and 2. Look at that. They're 3 wide in the back. The fast cars trying to get through the slow cars. 3 wide for multiple lanes. The 15 car kind of stuck in the middle. Can't go anywhere. Keep an eye back there. It is going to be quite a ride for the 15 car going forward if he's able to.
Gossett running the top, but Conklin cutting his way on through. Little bit of chaos still as Conklin rolls the bottom 4, makes his way 3. He dives inside while some drivers continue the pressure up front. Conklin is already in the top 10 for stage points. Second on the strategy is Ralph Hutchinson as we work our way through to 6 to go.
Yeah, that 58's going to get to the lead, no doubt about it. He's going to end up winning the stage with the fresh tires. I think he's going to get there, no doubt about it. But you can see they're, holy cow, all over the track. 3, 4 wide in places. This is where it gets real dangerous, folks.
Nobody spinning around in the back or anything along those lines. They're running 3 wide to the very back, but up front, Conklin, he sees Daiso miss the bottom. His Conti-powered machine slides up. Mason slides up too. Conklin up to the top 3. Hutchinson now feeling pressure from Cody B. Johnson, who is now up to second on the Frushies. Where did this speed come from now on this part of the run? He battled out with some of the drivers in stage 1 earlier before pit stops. Johnson did. He's now joining us. Miller's also coming up through the field.
Oh, this is just entertainment at its finest right here, folks. 58's going 3 wide to the bottom for the lead. He's going to make that pass easily. 8 car of Gossett goes into the outside wall as it looks like Cody B. Johnson again is catching up to the back bumper of the 58 of Conklin. He's going to get there. He's got a little bit of draft on the front end. I think that 08 has a shot at the win here of the stage. He has a shot.
He's got an opportunity in the power wash machine. Miller clears Gossett. Contact on the send up as Galata keeps it side by side with him. 4 laps to go in the stage. Cody Johnson looks to reel things up. One of the top drivers from EPI stable in official races. He looks outside. 3 wide behind him as a mixture of drivers on old tires and new tires come through like Hodgson. But the battle is still on. 3 cars for the lead. Contact between Basin and Galata.
Yeah, constant contact, but this lead is really starting to heat up at 08. He tried the very top line in turns 3 and 4. It didn't work for him. He's going to gain momentum down the back. Is he going to make a move to the bottom this time? He sure does. He's going to go into the corner on the preferred lane on fresh tires here, but the 58's going to try and carry the momentum on the top. I think that's exactly where the 58 wants him, but not for this corner up here. Still using side draft. He's going to slow that 58 down. Cody B. Johnson. We don't see him up front very often, but he has a shot at it. Down into turns 1 and 2. Little through the bumps there. He's going to go up the hill. Look out. He's still on the door.
Still not done for the opportunity. Coming up to 1 to go in the stage this time. Still to the door. Nearly got to the numbers. Johnson did. Now here comes Ralph Hutchinson. His Black Flag Motorsports machine looking for 10 stage points here. 1 to go, stage 1.
Well, they catch the 58. 58's trying to block both lanes here. The 19 car and the 08 are side by side. That's all he needs to see in his mirror. 19 couldn't hold it. 08 goes back up the racetrack. As they're trying to hang on to the cars back there, Gitter is all over the place. But coming out of turn number 4, they're going to be coming to the finish here.
Stage 1 coming up to a close. Sean Conklin drives through the field for 18th to get the green-white checkered. Ralph Hutchinson 3rd. Cody B. Johnson in front of him in 2nd. Noah Hodgson was 4th. Miller in the top 5. Basin. Alex Murray drove up to 7th. DeCiani, Lim, Lucas Hoitzma. Your top 10, it appears, at the time of stage caution. Although it was a battle between him and Galata initially at the time of the green-white checkered, that 10th spot might be checked upon by race control. So let's find out how this will play out for stage 2, racing to lap 165. Silver distance offset by 1 lap here in stage number 2. We're backing away. Black Flag versus Precision on the front row. And the Precision Speed Solutions machine, and Murray looks to try and find some ponies. He's got some hard pushes from Hoitzma, who's got hard pushes from Miller, who all shuffle him up to the top line as Murray moves up to the top. 4 wide of the heart of the field. Screams of 4 wide over the radio from Lynn. He tries to back out of it as this is chaos with Murray having to move out of the way.
Yeah, no doubt about it. These guys are just trying to get all they can get on these restarts. That's the only thing you can do, knowing on the long run it's so hard to easily lose spots. They're going to be 3 wide, 4 wide in places, and that might cause trouble as Cody B. Johnson hits the wall going into turn 1, keeps the car straight, but oh man, this is the sketchiest part of the race right here on these restarts.
Side by side, 3 wide, in fact, a couple rows deep. There goes the run for the 58 of Conklin. Now setting things up as Basin. Remember Basin fell back long run. He's looking to try and take advantage short run. Mind you, Hutchinson and DeCiani still on older tires in front of him. Murray losing a couple spots to the Ryko cars as they zip by on the outside. Hard hit for Basin.
They keep it straight, though. That's the important part. These things are tanks. They can take these hits a little harder than most. Man, that 08's making that middle lane look pretty dang good. Trying to make the shoot in the middle. Right now, you got Hoytsman on the top, Gitter on the bottom, Galata on the tail end, and oh wow, he just slid right up in front of Hoytsman. Man, it's just fun to watch, man. They're all over the dang track. DeCiani trying to make the top line work for third. It's going to work out. New car up front. We haven't seen DeCiani up front that much at all.
I think they're being very cutthroat. That's kind of the way you have to be with this type of racing. If you see a gap, you have to take it without wrecking yourself. And a lot of these drivers know what the tire differences for a couple of competitors. You've got to go. You've got to fly. And that's what we're seeing now from Miller and Cody B. Johnson as well.
If gap, car.
Problem is, if gap plus another car equals usually contact.
Who cares? Yeah, I can handle some fender damage. I'm good. Just put it in there. Go get some spots. That's how it works. DeCiani, though, going the wrong way. Side by side for fourth and for the lead. Here comes Hutchinson. Basin to the inside, trying to make a pass on Hutchinson.
Basin does complete it. Dylan Basin, who's led 11 laps so far, all from the earlier pit strategy in stage 1, now leads with the rookie stripes on. Rookie stripes 1 and 3 on the racetrack at the moment, by the way. Find out how well Conklin wants to play this run. Remember, Conklin waited for the battles to cool down for his tires to attack. Miller saying, who needs tires when he can get spots? The 2 tires are still working like a treat for Miller to gain spots. Hearing a little bit of tempers may have flared up. Benefield having some apologies over the radio just now with Sean Anderson, by the way. That was in the battle going on for 12th position. A little bit of a squeeze play, possibly. Can't confirm. Benefield ended up sliding up and closing the door in front of Sean Anderson. Answer in response to the apology, okay. As in, I think it's okay because he was clear. He was well clear. And it wasn't. Then still slams the door. Actually tried to avoid slamming the door once he realized what was going to happen.
Man, you know, back here in this battle, I mean, it's kind of wild, but up front, it's really wild. The 15 car just got loose into the outside wall. He just hit the outside wall up front. Now he's lost a lot of ground. 8 car, Gossett tries to take advantage of it. 15 got real loose with the 58 on the tail end of the bumper off turn 2 that time. Not just that right here. Watch this right now. Yeah, that could have been big.
Yeah, that could have been a big argument in the motor coach after today.
So could be.
I mean, apparently every single driver in the field spends a lot of time, including several of the setup owners and team owners in the motor coach. Never done that myself yet, Kirk, but from what I heard, it's electric. And tempers can fly. Basin's in the wall. Basin spins for the race lead into the fence. The 84 holds on to it, but Basin loses the point.
Yeah, he's way off the pace. Something's wrong with that right front tire. What happened to the 84 up front? He was under fire from the 15 of Robert Miller. Going into the corner, I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary yet. Looks fine. He just got loose on his own. Overcorrected in the outside wall. And I think that that's going to hurt his chances here if he doesn't get that damage fixed. New leader, Robert Miller. Yellows out.
Devin Medeiros going around to the back straight away. And he had some help. Johnny Avila got into his left rear after Medeiros hit the wall. It's not been a great day for Avila. You expect a lot more from Johnny Avila, based, at least from my experience working with him in the past.
Well, like, you know, from my experience, if you're the 63 car, they're coming at the racetrack, and I think really that it's a racing deal. That 20 car got up into the outside wall, and when the 20 car hit the outside wall, he came down like about a quarter of a lane, very, very slight. And not to mention, but not to give any, you know, pass any blame away or anything. I still think the 63 was a little too high for that as well.
And as Ryan Van Henschel also would say, fuel also big for that calculation, how much you actually need to put in the tank. But Conklin and Gossett are 1 and 2. Ryko cars did not get a count that time, though. Galata and Vroman, 3rd and 4th.
Everybody on fresh tires are going to get all they can get early. Remember, we saw this on the last couple of restarts. People trying to get all they can get. People making adjustments to their race cars. This is their chance to do that as Nolan Hodgson hits the outside wall, goes backwards.
Hodgson not the greatest to fire off there. Basin already ripping the lip. He's looking 3 wide. Delaney gets into Heitman. That was a tight squeeze, and Bason's in it again.
Oh.
Basin into Hodgson. DeCiani spins out. Basin up the racetrack, and they all start stacking up as more drivers like Marty go around.
I saw at least six cars going around there. Take a look right here. The 84, Delaney in the middle. Delaney's been real aggressive. 84 on the top. And 76 might not have known that they were 3 wide. Heitman was there. The 12 car got into DeCiani. And cars going everywhere trying to avoid contact. I'm going to try and get a full count, but what do you think, Justin?
Well, definitely a tight run. No meatball flags. So minimal damage for a lot of the cars involved there. Got a feel for Basin. You fix all the damage. If you have any, you'll be able to get into the next one and definitely add damage. You definitely have to spend time down in the box now. He almost got into an incident too. 3 wide, offset.
Here we go.
There's the chaos. Well,
Moses!
he definitely missed it by inches. Give him that.
That's why I thought that would be the perfect angle to see. I saw that looking at the replay. That 41. Look at this, how close this was. Yeah, this is not talent. This is luck. Okay, this is 100% luck.
Restart zone time. Gossett went on the bumper to tell him when to go. Galata, I think, sensed it at the end of the restart zone. Good start for him.
Yeah, great guess. I mean, very rarely do you get it right, but that time he sure did. He's going to be on the outside, and he's going to be there. Galata's probably going to have a lead off turn 2 if he's going to be able to carry the momentum.
Pull back now, Galata. He gets the edge down the backstretch, but Conklin's got the chance to clear by maybe on the bottom. No. Had to slow up, and there goes Galata getting some clean air. He takes the race lead with Nicholas Vroman. Vroom Vroom. Now up in the top 3 with the help of Johnson on the bumper.
You know, these guys from Reich. Oh, they're wrecking off a turn 4. It looks like Ralph Hutchinson sideways in the grass, spinning in the grass.
No caution. We stay green. Hutchinson, significant left side damage on the car also. Now the caution waves as he went on the racetrack. There goes the 19 on the slide, right through all of the logos.
Oh, Dyson.
Dyso.
Yeah, it was not the 19 car's fault there. Dyson just got loose. It's part of racing, it happens, but luckily not that much damage for the 19.
Here we go for the restart. EPI in row 2. Conti and a Bigfoot in row 1. Back underway. Good start for the inside line. Coleman lens down inside. Cody Johnson looks a little bit outside. Feeds draft to Sean Anderson as they battle it out for 4th.
Great jump for Galata. Top 3 gets single filed out as they head out of turn number 2. Still side by side for 4th. You see Conklin there on the bottom, side by side with Sean Anderson in the 13 car, who's trying to gain even more spots. Look at this battle for 2nd, 2 starting to heat up. Cody B. Johnson trying to get by. Roman not quite enough. Those 2 will get single file there.
Had more slides. Again, one of the drivers who's hitting up with the Conti cars tonight. He was well on the apron, I think, in the middle of the corner. Oh, and there's a bump and bang in front of him, too.
Yeah, that's happening all over the track, though. That type of contact, it seems like. 52 car hit the apron, I think, and that's what got him around.
Conklin's been saving the tires to be able to perform now. Here he goes. He knows that 99 has problems from here. Near contact for the lead. Slide down for Galata. 4 cars now fighting hard for the lead, make it 5 with Sean Anderson joining.
I love it when it hits this part of the run, man. They're able to just close in on each other. 58 trying to make the bottom work. A little loose there for the 99. He hits the wall.
A little bit of contact again, side by side, still for the lead. There's the bobble though. You see Golota have to point the nose a little bit more. Conklin drags on the door. They go side by side. It's 2 by 2 for the race lead. 2 battles at once. Still side by side with Conklin going on his head.
Golota slides up the hill. He's going to be up and out of the way, but Cody B. Johnson, look at that, going to second now on the back bumper of Conklin.
Cody Johnson rides behind, looks to run the middle. Now, can he get himself the lead for the second time today? Remember, Johnson's led 2 laps so far today. The 99, again, has great 25 lap speed, but after that point, it's been a battle for that car. We know Vrum's fast everywhere.
You know, some names are just easier to say with that middle initial, and some things are harder. I could say Sean Conklin, better as it is, but Cody B. Johnson sounds pretty dang good. I like that. He's going for the lead right now on the bottom of the racetrack. Look at that 08 car. I mean, this is stunning. I did not expect to see this at all out of that 08 today, but I don't think anybody did. I mean, would you expect that out of normal? We watched this series for the last year and a half, man. That 08 car is surprising us today.
Out of the Tier 2 qualifiers, ended up being 6th best out of those drivers
car
we have.
Really loose back there in the back of the field. One car's Gallimore.
Heard some apologies from Paul Hill. Wonder if that had something to do with it. Let's see. The replay machine usually finds its ways in. I don't think he was. Yeah, that was Arrow, actually, with the 11 with the run from Hunter.
Back up front to the lead. Man, he's all over the back bumper. I think aero blocking's happening right now. But the 08, look at him. He dives it down deep into the corner here. Is he going to slide back up? He's going to try. Look out. He's going to get there. Nope, not quite enough. That momentum for Conklin's enough to get away.
Right now, we're already at 40 laps on these tires, by the way. So this will be the longest anybody stint-wise, even with the pace laps over the course of this run for a lot of these cars.
Conklin's in the wall. Conklin's in the wall. Here comes the 08 to the bottom. Up front for the lead. Side by side.
Conklin pushing up, and now here comes Johnson. A graze to the door from Conklin costs him the opportunity to keep clean air. The mistake Johnson needed. Here comes the 08, trying to get the edge, side by side with lap traffic ahead.
Yeah, he did not lead that lap, but Johnson had a good shot to capitalize on the mistake of the 58, and that's only opening the door for Vroman. Remember I said they were going to close back together? This is not the way I was expecting it, but it happened anyway. Here comes he made the pass. New leader, Cody Johnson. Cody B. Johnson. Man, that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, right there, 58 went up towards the wall and tried to ride it, but got into it, and it just slowed him down, and that's what opened the door for Cody B. Johnson now to be our new leader.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Gossett. Looking underneath, Gitter. Takes it easy, Gitter. Watches the slide job, and a slip and a slide, a crash. Caution flag is out, Gossett gets spun around with Gitter. They both go around as Gitter crosses the track.
Oh,
somehow, no one hit him.
Yeah. Now, are they mad at each other? Probably. Let's take a look at that again. 8 car did a slide job. 21 tries to go low. 8 tried to block, and he just said, screw it. Yeah, these guys are, we saw it earlier. These two were mad at each other. The 8 car has been blocking him for laps after laps. 8 car finally trying to make a move. They don't like each other at all there, man. Justin, I got to say, they don't like each other at all. This time he chooses to go to the bottom. We're going to have the restart here with, I think, 4 laps to go. Again, anything can happen. We got a lot of fast guys up front, and they all want to win this stage. But that lead position gets a really big advantage by being the one to decide when to go. But they will probably spin tires. Keep an eye on the tires.
Both of them gassing up a little bit more. They're really carrying some extra speed this time for the restart zone. Johnson goes right at the start of the box and spins it! Caution flag is out.
Oh no, I can't believe what just happened. My heart hurts, man. Goes early in the box, spins the tires. I was saying they were going to spin the tires, watch them, and exactly that's what happened.
Johnson being told to hold. You can see it happening with them carrying so much speed at first, and yeah, Johnson right at the edge of the rev limiter chipped. Conklin gets contacted and everyone else gets collected in the stack up.
I mean, it was at a slow speed, but it's still enough to where, you know, it breaks your heart, man. I really thought he was going to be able to hang on to it. I mean, that's also an experience, being up front, restarting from the top spot on old tires. You kind of knew that that was going to happen. That should be the stage, but it's going to be hard to tell who starts and finishes where. But yeah, you know, we saw something similar to this with, what's his name? It was Cletus McFarland did the same thing when he was racing in the ARCA cars at Charlotte.
Here we go. Different players out of the front of the field for the first time tonight. Lucas Hoitzma in the front row, leading laps. Hunter Truel doing the same thing. He's on the outside. Green flag is out. Good jump off the get. And looks like Dustin Hall will battle alongside Gitter to begin this stage. Nobody getting a true advantage in the opening corner.
Hunter Truel and that pickle car leading the way. This is only going to be something to keep in mind now. But these guys go, oh, they're wrecking off a turn number 2. It looks like I see Heitman facing the wrong way. There's Napier there, and who is that behind Napier? Can't quite tell from this angle. It looks like it's Mesnard.
A little bit of trouble. 3 wide again. Oh, Heitman got grazed.
Oh, and not just Heitman, it was also Gossett. Gossett, oh, heavy hit for the 73. Huge hit for the 73, actually, into the inside wall. Mesnard, heavy inside wall contact. Take a look at this again. Watch what happens. The 76 is going to go to the middle. And he's going to get clipped from the 73, get a little loose, overcorrect into the 52 at Napier. And both cars go hard into that inside wall. 76 slides, trying to keep the car straight. And yet another caution.
Drivers as well, like Jonathan Delaney, get some track position. Kevin Soziak is in the top 10 right now.
Wait, whoa. Who'd you say was in the top 10?
Yes, Kevin Soziak from a couple laps down.
What? He was wrecking in the early part of this race. He was sitting sideways in the grass. He's top 10, 7th. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this real quick. Hang on. Let me see if I can't find him here, because my goodness, I kind of want to hear from him right now. He's in stealth. Here, we'll move him up here just for a second since he's around. Why not? He's not in the top 10 very often. I'd like to talk to him. Kevin Soziak, Kirk Mills in the booth. You got a copy?
Got a copy, Kirk. How you doing?
Doing okay. Hey, you're in the top 10, Kevin. How's it feel? How you doing?
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. It's amazing. It's awesome, man. How's it feel? You're top 10, got fresh tires.
Yeah, we're gonna see what we can do here. It's my lucky day, I guess.
Oh, gotta ask you, what's your plan for the rest of the race? You have anything for these top guys?
Probably not, but I'm gonna try to take advantage of the track position and maybe score top 10.
Oh, that'd be awesome,
maybe.
man.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you. I really am. All right, pal.
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck. All right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for talking with us.
Holy shit, Kevin, you got interviewed?
I know. Do you believe it? It's been a long time.
Better watch out for all the paparazzi when you get out of the car.
Get him the red carpet.
98 to go. Drill in control on the outside. He handled the restart well this time. Green flag's out, back underway. Weitzma, a little bit slower off the jump. Side by side for second.
Whew, man, here we go into the corner. You see that push from the 21 trying to get the bottom lane working. Here we go. Remember, we saw the wreck last time off this corner. A lot of cars going to be trying to head through the field. Oh my golly gracious. Hang on to it, folks.
Yep, with some 3 wide going on, have to be careful off this jump. Gitter working around, trying to fight around Dustin Hall. One of the Conti cars holding on. Speaking of Conti cars, Benefield also on the fight with the 6.
But again, it's just about being in the right position at the right time. And man, it's just side by side for the lead now. Here comes Hoitzman to the bottom of Truel for the lead. He gets it done. New leader, Lucas Hoitzman, last year's champion.
Nick Truel said he was going to struggle a little bit with that clean air, he said. And now with the dirty air, it's definitely slipping back. The 71 not looking comfortable at all now that he has to work in the dirty air. It is immediately getting pounced on. And all of them stay single file as we tick away the laps here. Still 20, 30 laps away from the expected pit stops for a majority of this field here late in this one. For those tuning in, it's been an interesting run of the Blackjack 400 and a city known for its gambling on strategies. A couple different teams did that, and that set up some of your front runners for stage 3. But one of the drivers who gambled to get track position, Lucas Hoitzma, he's feeling the pressure for the race lead at the moment. Nicholas Vroman is all over the back bumper. Was for a moment at least. Lost an error, half a car length. Those two are running away a little bit quicker than everybody else. And Vroom is looking for a setup.
He's going to get there, too. He's side by side with him. Now, look out. You're not clear, not clear, not clear. Oh, he had to go all the way down to the apron to try and avoid turning him.
Here we go for the race lead. Vroom on the slide job. Parks it in front of Hoitzma. Hoitzma takes the lift, lets him have it.
Oh!
A little bit of contact behind.
Delaney got up into the outside wall. He lost a lot of momentum, lost 2 spots, and now is under fire for a 3rd. Now that puts Benefield. Adam Benefield, yesterday in the Friday Night Lights series, this exact situation happened with the 83. He was running about 10th most of the day, all the way until the end of stage 2. Then he started making the bottom line work. The 83 kept moving forward. He ended up getting up to 3rd, and that's where he ended up finished. Guess where he's running now? Sitting P3 right now, and he's trying to catch back up to the back bumper of the top 2, trying to improve even more. And I think that Benefield's in a good spot right now.
So Carcoin elects to go for the undercut. An interesting play from the 58. Do you like this call?
I think with his damage, I think it's the only call he really has right now. Medeiros joins him. He has to have some sort of underlying damage because he was staying back in the field. I thought he was saving gas, but no. It might actually be damage to the car or something's going on with that car to where he wasn't able to maintain pace with the top guys. So I think, unfortunately, that 58 car might be fast on the short run, but that long run's changing things. As up front, the battle for the lead. Again, DeCiani, the lap car, just got passed by the leader, and that opened the door for Miller to gain even more time. They're going to be nose to tail here shortly.
Yeah, we know Miller all day long has shown flashes of his ability. He's led 16 laps after all. Here in a car, spinner in the grass, gone down pit road. It's Wesley Napier who's had an issue. No caution. Napier spun down off of turn 4, but did not bring a caution out as the leaders still fight.
Up in front of this, the 15 car, Miller, he's found a line in turns 3 and 4 that lets him gain a lot of speed. He started going down to the very bottom of the racetrack as the car in front went straight up to the wall. Watch this. Let's see if he does it again. Vroman this time sees it. He goes down trying to block it, but not low enough. 15's going to be side by side with him off turn 4.
Here we go for the race lead. Miller's been working all stage long to try and get back here. He works on alongside the 95. Miller stays along the door. Vroom keeps the wheel steady. Both of them slide up. Vroman holds on the throttle, but Miller got the better run coming to 3.
And this is where the 15's really shined all day. He's able to dive it into the corner a little bit more and carry the momentum on the exit of turn 4 way better than that 95 has. Off the corner that time, even. Really even. 15 leads that lap, but not by much. There he goes. Slide job.
Tries to plant it, does. Will he get crossed up? Yes, he will. Miller up on the high side. Now Vroman zips alongside. This has allowed everybody else to come back in. No pit calls over the radio yet for the lead group. They still battle. Here we go. Side by side again for the lead.
15's got it this time. He's got him. Yeah, under over move, no doubt about it. He may have slid back up in front, but that 15 car, new leader, Robert Miller, with 50 laps to go. 55 laps on his stint. These guys are coming down pit road soon, no doubt about it. Alex Murray's on pit road. Got speed. You know, he's got a good set underneath him. He's driving his dang car to the max, trying to get all he can get. He's making a move on Delaney now.
Pit call, Miller. Delaney, this time through, made the call in 3. Makes it in 4, actually, was the call. Everyone else able to respond quickly. Benefield's in, Dyson is in. Most of the leaders starting to come down now.
21 actually slid through his pit stall when he came down. Remember that, folks, just for later. But yeah, 3 cars come down. That puts Roman still in the lead, but Anderson moves up to second and Hoytsma in the third. We're at 65 laps. This is at the cusp of as far as you can go on a pit cycle. These guys are starting to get to the point where you expect them to come down. Yep, right here. You see the 5 car. Anderson's coming in.
Anderson in from in as well for service.
Tyler Hunter's on pit road as well.
DeCiani's just ducked down pit road also. You see all the names popping up. Benefield finishing up service. So this, we'll see Lucas Hoytsma be one of the final cars left on track with Duggar, Dustin Hall, Jason S. Taylor. Everybody else has already finished service.
Patrick Gitter right now looks to be the eventual leader when this thing all cycles through.
Yeah, that's a big if, though. Remember, he had to slide through. If anything, it's Conklin that would have it. Remember, with the undercut, as much as 10 laps on everybody else.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, Conklin. Yeah, he went a lot earlier than everybody else.
Yeah, he has 4 seconds up the road from everybody else on the same strategies that we just seen for the peel downs. This is a big gamble.
Yeah, but Dustin Hall's got the lead right now. That's actually really... He's staying out there. He's been out there for 67 laps, way longer than anybody else. I mean... And he's staying out again. He's going to stay another lap. 68 laps. That's kind of changed the mindset. I thought the max you could probably go was 64. No, he was saving the entire time.
Yeah, he's in a spot where he's just hoping for a caution flag right here, right now, because if there was a caution flag, this would end up hitting at least a couple cars down. Dustin Hall will come this time through. And we know in this series, these types of hard charges can happen a fair bit with a lot of these late race resurgences. Let's find out how this goes. Dylan Basin, by the way, just come down pit road. He is right now 32nd. Looks like he may be peeling on down with more damage issues. Outside of that, one of the longest runs of the day, by the way, a full green flag cycle, plus near halfway through, or a third of the way through at least, this cycle here. These drivers have been put through a test here in Stage 3 after some of the attrition that popped up in Stages 1 and 2.
Track position is everything, and it's just getting closer and closer. These guys are gaining, but not enough to where I think they'll catch Miller or Gitter. Gitter's at the point now where I think he's kind of at a... It's going to be hard to catch even Miller at that point for Patrick Gitter. So, Robert Miller, sitting right around a second, maintaining the gap that time by... But he's under a second. Once he gets into that draft, right here, the 15 car, he's actually being aero blocked by the teammate of the 58 up front right here. The 8 car, Tommy Gossett, is aero blocking.
Oh boy, this could be a conversation point for the motor coach. Yeah, right across the line goes the 8.
He's helping his teammate. And now here comes the 84, another teammate. They're both a lap down.
Fresh tires, though, for Bason's case. He'll fly on by no issue. And now you see Miller. I think he's trying to back up a little bit, try and get a little bit of reprieve from the dirty air from the 8 before he makes a charge up once again.
That gap is going to keep going down and down and down. 23 laps, 23 and a half laps to go when they cross the stripe. It'll be 23 to go. Once we mentioned the 8 car was doing that, he went up and out of the way, and he got out of the way. So 8 car now lets him through after that. But a little bit of hard, aggressive driving trying to hold the 15 back, got him through, and now all he needs to do is see if he can catch Conklin. We'll see if he has the tire to do it, and if he has the car to be able to do it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Slip and slide a little bit off the corner. Conklin tries to keep it in front. Miller closes up on the chip away. This time they match lines up to the middle line. They blend down the same line. Doesn't matter for Miller. Here comes Miller. Conklin tries to block. Conklin with a contact. Here comes Miller.
Side by side for the lead in the turn 1 and 2. Bottom, Robert Miller. He's been trying to chase him down. He got there. He's at the door. He's at the bumper. He is clear to the wall. New leader, Robert Miller, trying to run away with this thing. He's got 18 laps to hang on to it.
Coming up to a couple laps to go with Miller leading by 3 seconds here from Las Vegas. The set is on for Dyson with Lucas Hoytsma still. Battling out amongst the top 5 for the 4th position. The 97 gets the squeeze on. Can Dyson get one more point to his credit? Miller of note up at the front, scraped the wall, but we're coming up to the white flag, this time by Kirk.
Here we go. Again, this is it. This is what we're all talking about. Robert Miller, he won late in the year last year. This year, he's looking to get it done early. Coming to the white flag, 1 lap to go, and he's got it in the bag.
Final time around for Robert Miller last season. It was the battle of speed and keeping it clean. He eventually found victory lane. This season, it's been boom or bust as well on speed, but tonight, he doesn't have to wait the whole season. Doesn't have to wait to the postseason to make it a victory lane. The Blackjack 400 comes to a close. It's Robert Miller who takes it at Vegas.
All right.